Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring you the review for Sakamoto Days Manga Chapter 56. And now, this chapter does feel quick, and for me, I feel like it's just set up for the next chapter. But this is what I went through reading this chapter. So the first and foremost was the hype for Mr. Takamura. Thank you to the guy who in the comment section, or the girl, I can't remember. Thank you to the person who let me know their name beforehand in the comment section of my videos, because I was asking. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, just some hype for him. I was hyping him up. You've read the chapter, you know what I'm talking about. And just to let you guys know, if you don't know already, that whole thing where it was mentioned that how the slice he done was so clean that the muscle cells were alive. That might sound like some overhyped BS, but it's actually real life science. So upon reading that, I was up there. I was getting more excited up there. But just to let you guys know that that is real life science. So Takamura, he's trouble, and like I said, he's doing all of this casually. He's not even flexing. He's not even flexing yet. So I hope, in all honesty, that one day, whenever in the future, we get to see a serious Takamura, because that would be problems. That would definitely be problems. So I hope we see it. So that's the first thing for me. While I was getting out of the chat, that's the first thing. So after that, I was like reading like the text of our antagonists for now. And we basically find out that okay, cool, things didn't go according to plan. They wasn't expecting to run into Mr. Boss Takamura. They wasn't expecting Sakamoto to be there. And now they feel like they need more people on their side to help them in their goals. And I was like, alright, cool, fair enough. Then we slip over to the heroes, Sakamoto and family, and we find out that Shin. Okay, first we find out what the JCC actually is. The examining body for assassins within Japan, I'm guessing. It might be, actually no, because they do mention international students, so it might be, no. It's definitely an examination course for assassins. Maybe it's based in Japan and other people can fly in from other countries and take it there, but it's definitely an examination course for assassins to get their license so they can be professional assassins. But regardless of that, we find out that Shin didn't get his license via these means. So it makes you wonder, how did he get his license? But then, in all honesty, I don't like his character, so don't really care how he got his license. And then we have, because we know that Sakamoto, he wants to infiltrate the JCC to get some information. We know this. And then we have that funny moment where Mrs. Sakamoto comes back and she's like, "You planning to send our little girl to assassination school?" And I found that funny because I would pay to have that as a what if or a spin-off or whatever. I would pay to see how would that roll out if she was to become an assassin, because the way I see it is that she would have that cute little innocent little girl kid act still going on at that one moment, boom, kind of thing. So I would love to see that. So I automatically knew that wasn't going to be the thing, but what I thought that they was going to send in Shin because he didn't get his license via that means. So I thought they was going to send in Shin. But the plan is to actually, they're both going to go, Sakamoto and Shin. Liu should have went as well and make an official assassin. But yeah, they're going to go and infiltrate that way. But with Sakamoto already being a graduate, it should be hard for him to infiltrate in this means. Now he says he's going to use a disguise, but we're dealing with official assassins here, so disguises shouldn't really work. They should be able to see through the deception of disguises. At least that's how I feel about it anyway. And then the next thing that caught my eye was, I feel like in these kind of scenarios, because I feel like we're going into a tournament scenario, and when you do, there's always a moment where either your main heroes does something to piss off the rest of the crowd, i.e. Naruto in the first Chunin exam, where Naruto goes in there and he says, I'm going to be everyone, and then you see the reaction of some people, and I'm pretty certain that some of those reactions for some people are their most important other members participating. Or you get the moment where you get the heroes do something dumb, and then you see the reaction of other members, and the same thing, I feel like those members will be the important ones. So for example, within this, you had the members that were commenting on Sakamoto and Shin. Now I don't think the first batch, well, they probably are important, but the person that I'm most interested in is the last person, the girl at the end, where she was kind of timid and shy. I feel like she's gonna be the best of that bunch. So the last thing I remembered, uh, the last thing that I realized, and it was just before I started recording as well. If you go back to the protagonists and what they said they need new blood. So they said they need new members. So once somebody, I forget who, somebody says, all right, cool, let's recruit people from within the JAA. And then the person who started the conversation to begin with is like, no. We need fresh blood. We need new guys. So, like I said, just before I started recording, it dawned on me, a light bulb moment happened, if you will. Where are they going to get this new blood? They are going to go to the JCC. They're going to go to the JCC and try to recruit from there. So I see this arc that's coming. I see this whole chapter as a setup for the arc that's coming up next, which is going to be the JCC examination arc. That's what I'm going to call it for the meantime anyway. And I see this as a tournament arc, and usually in shonen, tournament arcs don't follow through to the end. And that's fine. I can see that happening within this arc as well. What's a bonus for that likeliness to happen is the fact that Sakamoto is not going there for the purpose of finishing in the exam anyway, but we have our villains, we have our heroes, and we have just new assassins just all in one place, making for a good mix. Making for a good mix of things to happen. So we'll see how it rolls out. Who do you think is going to end up? Because I think, like I said, out of the people that was introduced, we might have people who end up on the villain side, people who might get their license, and just people on their own agendas. Like, for example, can you imagine the timid girl, ends up joining the villains? But anyway, that's everything I've got to say about this chapter. I think it deserves a 3-star rating, and like always, guys, ask for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.